Good morning all. Welcome to Conduct Learning. How to learning with study. So we were at a chapter chemical reaction and equation, and this is the first chapter for class 10 science. Previously we have done the type of chemical reactions, and we have done what is a combination reaction, what is a decomposition reaction, what is displacement reaction, and what is the double displacement reaction. And after doing this we will switch toward the next topic, which is oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction is basically we will understand from our activity. If I simply elaborate the oxidation and reduction process, I first of all take a copper powder in a china dish and I start heating it. When I will start heating it, the copper powder, which is Cu, which is represented by symbol Cu, it will be get oxidized because it will be wrecked the oxygen present in the air and it will become copper oxide. So the copper will become now a copper oxide because it react with the oxygen present in this air. In the air, this reaction is known as oxidation. So we will completely understand it through the chemical equation given here. When we will do the activity, we will simply burn copper powder in a china dish, and we will not burn, basically we will heat it up, then it will be get black. That means to say it will be converted into copper oxide. The reaction that take place here is a oxidation reaction, and the chemical equation for the same is given there. We have in copper, which is represented by Cu, and another is oxygen. So copper is burned in the presence of oxygen. That means to say copper is getting heated in the presence of oxygen, and it give a product which is CuO. It is nothing but the copper oxide. The addition of the oxygen in the copper is known as oxidation. In this process, the oxygen is added in the copper and give copper oxide as a product is known as the oxidation reaction, in which the oxygen is added in the reactant, or it is presented in the product side of the chemical equation. If hydrogen gas is passed, now if the reaction will be get reversed, then what will be happen? Let's see. If hydrogen gas is passed over the heated material Cu, if we will pass a hydrogen gas, simply a hydrogen gas, on this heated copper oxide material, the black coating on the surface of this copper will be get turned to brown color. This is the basically a reverse reaction take place, because in the starting, when we start burning the copper powder, or we start heated the copper powder, in starting it was brown in color. When it will be get heated up, or it will be get reacted with oxygen present in the air, it will be get oxidized and the color of the copper will become black. So we say the oxidation will happen, the copper oxidation is happen. On the other hand, if we produce a reverse reaction on a copper oxide simply by passing hydrogen gas over it, then the black color of this copper will be turned to brown. That means to say the reverse reaction is take place. The reverse reaction is presented there when we will pass hydrogen gas in a copper oxide solution. It will give us a copper and water. Cu represents the copper and H2 is a formula for water. That means to say the oxygen is reduced from copper. So that meaning is the reduction reaction take place. So the overall meaning of oxidation and reduction is when oxygen is added in the element, added in the substance, it will be get oxidized. And when oxygen is removed from the substance, it is called reduction. So oxidation and reduction both are opposite to each other. If the oxygen is added in the substance, it is oxidized. If it is removed from that substance, it is reduced. This is oxidation and reduction. So it is same written there. If substance gain oxygen during a reaction, it's said to be oxidized because oxygen is added in this. And on the other hand, if substance lose oxygen during reaction, it is said to be reduced because the oxygen is removed from that substance. That means to say it is getting reduced. During this reaction, the copper oxide is losing oxygen and being reduced. In the last reaction, which is mentioned there, the when we were passed hydrogen gas in a copper oxide solution, the oxygen is basically reduced from copper. So that's why the reaction is known as reduction reaction. Or in the previous case of this, when copper is get heated in the presence of oxygen, it is getting oxidized because oxygen is added in the copper. So the meaning of the oxidation and reduction will be more elaborated when we will see this example. This is the example which is for copper oxide and hydrogen gas. When copper oxide and hydrogen gas are reacted with each other, or we can say hydrogen gas is passes on copper oxide, it gives us copper and water. So in this reaction, in this particular reaction, the oxygen is removed from copper. That means to say the reduction is happened with copper, and this oxygen is added with H2. That means hydrogen gas. That means the oxidation of hydrogen is happened because oxygen is combined with hydrogen, and here oxygen is removed from copper. So that's why the reduction is happened with copper. So oxidation is defined where the oxygen is added in the substance, or reduction is happen when oxygen is removed from the substance. So here the meaning of oxidation and reduction is clear with you. After that, some other examples are also given there. This is an example for zinc oxide and carbon. When we will react zinc oxide with carbon, it gives us zinc plus CO. CO is nothing but carbon monoxide. So here in this particular example, zinc is getting reduced because oxygen is removed from this. That's why the reduction is happened with zinc. On the other hand, the oxidation of carbon is happened there because oxygen is added with carbon. That's why we have a carbon monoxide on the product side. So oxygen is added with carbon, so that's why it is getting oxidized. And in zinc, the oxygen is removed, that's why it is getting reduced. The reduction is happened with zinc, the oxidation is happened with carbon. Next example is magnesium oxide and SeL. In this particular example, we found magnesium chloride, water and chlorine. In this particular example, magnesium is getting reduced because oxygen is removed from this, and hydrogen is getting oxidized because oxygen is added in this. So in this particular example, magnesium is getting reduced and hydrogen is getting oxidized. So in short, we can say when oxygen is added with the substance, it is getting oxidized. When oxygen is removed from the substance, it is getting reduced. So this is the simple example for understanding what is a oxidation and what is a reduction. Some daily happen example of oxygen and reductions are given there. For example, corrosion and rancidity. These are the two particular example for oxidation. What is corrosion? You must have observed that when you will buy some iron or some metallic articles from the market, they are having a shiny surface. For example, the iron is coated with reddish brown powder, and when it will be left for some time at a room temperature, this is what? This is a basically rusting of iron. What is a rusting of iron? For a iron, we simply say rusting, but for another metal, we are saying it as corrosion. The rusting of iron is nothing but the oxidation of iron, right? This is the oxidation of iron. Or this is same happen with the another metal which is called the corrosion. You have noticed that when you will buy copper or silver from market, the metal is very shining in surface, on the surface, very shining surface. When the metal is attacked by any by moisture or acid, it is getting crude. This process is known as corrosion. And the black coating on the silver and the green coating on the copper you can see. This is the example of corrosion. This is basically because of oxidation. Another example is rancidity. Have you tasted a smell or have you tasted or smelled the fat oil containing food material left for a long time? You notice that the any oily stuff, oily food that you left for some long time, it is getting uh, a different taste, or it is start giving a smell because of the rancidity, because they are getting oxidized. So that's why these material are prepared with some oxidant substance, which is like some packets are coming, the eatable packets, the kurkure and chips are coming from market. They always having a uh, gas filled inside that that packet, which the gas is basically the nitrogen, because nitrogen is an antioxidant. So that's why the food product is not getting rancidate, the food is not start giving the smell, or uh, not start giving the different taste. So that's why the nitrogen is used to prevent that chips from getting oxidized. So this is the another example of getting oxidation. So rancidity and corrosion both are the example of oxidation. Both processes define what how the oxidation in our daily life is happen with the different metals and with the food product that we are eating. With the food product that is oily and fatty and getting start giving smell or get having different taste. So this is the example of oxidation. So this is all about the first chapter. Next we will continue with the exercise questions. Till that, thank you.